Hello, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Greater Dayton. My name is Reverend Catherine Bliss, and it is my pleasure to welcome you here this morning. Centers for Spiritual Living Greater Dayton, where the vibration of love lifts us, the wisdom of the ages inspire us, and the science of mind teaching empowers us. And now we're going to start with a little bit of music.
Did you know that you got something? You couldn't lose it if you tried. You know it follows you wherever you may go. You better learn to love it, baby, 'cause it's always there inside. No matter how far you step aside, you cannot step outside yourself. You're still in it, in it, in it. Always in it, in it, in it. You're still in it, in it, in it. You're still the one. Oh, ain't a thing that you can do. You are me and I am you. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can run away as far as you can go. 1,000 miles won't even do. You'll still be in it even when you think you're not. You're never alone, and that is true. Yeah. No matter how far you run, my love, you cannot run away from home. You're still in it, in it, in it. Always in it, in it, in it. You're still in it, in it, in it. You're still the one, still the one. Ain't a thing that you can do. You are me and I am you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yay. Well, okay, so we are an inclusive spiritual organization, and we teach things like oneness, compassion, and love. We honor you wherever you are on your spiritual journey, and all people, no matter what type of spiritual practice or spiritual teachings that they choose. So thank you for joining us. Our vision is to awaken to the spiritual magnificence of ourselves and our one humanity and our planet Earth. Our mission is to transform ourselves and therefore transform the world. And our purpose, we are a community of love that supports all people in experiencing real transformation. And now I'd like to invite Becky Rogero Victor for our invocation, meditation, and our reading this morning.
All right. Thank you, Reverend Catherine. So, our invocation. So, we take a moment at this time to center and know that we've come together to celebrate the very life that is our breath, that is our thoughts, that is our heartbeat. It's the very essence and nature of who we are. And we come together to celebrate that as all life, including us. And so we know in this time as we come together that we are all served in that way that is most honoring to what it is that our hearts and our spirit are longing for. And so I give great thanks for this, that it is possible. And knowing it is so, I simply say, and so it is. And so in this moment, we're going to go into our meditation. What I'd like you to do is just create a space within yourself to relax, sit comfortably. And if you wish, you may close your eyes or you may keep them open. Whatever is in best service to you, just quieting and creating a space between you and all the outer chaos. And as you're breathing, I want you to just focus and imagine that your breath is just moving in and out very easily. And as you're breathing in, your breath is elongating. It's moving deeper into your body, making its way farther and farther down until as you're breathing, just very easily, very gently, it's almost as if you're feeling your breath rest at that lower space in your body, that lower abdomen, right in between your pelvic bones, your hip bones. And breathe. Just inhale and allow it to come down and rest, as if there's open hands welcoming that breath down there. And as you're with your breath for a minute, feel how good it feels as it moves in and out of your body easily and effortlessly. And feel it continue to move down and find its resting point right there, right in the lower abdomen. And as you're breathing, your body is just experiencing the ease. Things begin to relax. The jaw, the shoulders. And as you're in this quiet space where you rest, your breath is moving in and out, moving down and up and out again. Imagine as if the very breath you are breathing is the very breath of life itself. That very breath of love. It is with you always. And it's moving freely in and out of your body. And this warm love is simply enfolding you. And with each breath, as you begin to welcome this love into your very being for no reason other than you deserve to be loved, that love loves you with such a depth that when it rests within you, it finds its way home. For we are loved, each of us, celebrated, appreciated, enjoyed. And this love that is always there simply awaits the quiet moment for you to receive it. just a simple breath, a simple acknowledgement. And this love that is the essence of who you and who I am, who we all are, what is all life, what animates everything, infuses each of us, fills us, and is present in us, as us, and through us. And so we begin to bring our awareness and the love that has infused us back into this moment, carrying it with us as we prepare ourselves now for our reading. To the degree that you allow yourself to become less resistant to the upsets in life, you can embrace opportunities and move in a new direction. You have a choice to stay in the comfortable, the order that you know, or to take a step into the chaos or disorder to create a life that works for everyone. As you consciously poise yourself in the realization that you live in pure spirit, new power will be born within you. You will find yourself renewed by the divine life, led by divine intelligence, and guarded by divine love.
Thank you very much, Becky. Wow, that just called me in. Thank you very much. So our theme for this month is stepping into the unknown. In March, we opened ourselves to the possibilities for our lives by living in the question. In this month, we begin our journey from living from the vision redefined. And throughout the month, we embrace change with curiosity as we navigate our new path with practical spirituality. Today's topic, the winds of change. Commitment to a vision calls us to embrace change, transformation, and newness. As we boldly step into the unknown, we find ourselves navigating the winds of change, welcoming and resisting others. We have the opportunity to choose how we are going to live forward. The Center for Spiritual Living's global vision related to today's topic is: we envision humanity awakening to its spiritual magnificence and discovering the creative power of thought, a world where each and every person discovers his or her own personal power and the ability to create an individual life that works within a world that works for everyone. So, to the degree that we allow ourselves to become less resistant to upsets in life, we can embrace opportunities and move in a new direction. We have a choice to stay in the comfortable, the order that we know, or to take a step into chaos or disorder, opening ourselves to release blockages and to make the choices to create a new life that works for everyone. As we consciously poise ourselves in the realization that we live in pure spirit, new power will be born within each of us. We will find ourselves renewed by the divine life, led by divine intelligence, and guarded by divine love. And I know that is what Becky just spoke, so I just wanted to re-emphasize it because it's so incredibly important. There is so much change that is going on, and it's a good thing. Even in all the chaos, it's a wonderful and a good thing. It may not be comfortable, but it is a good thing. On Lake Léman, near Geneva in Switzerland, situated between the Alps and the Jura Mountains, there are more than 70 different winds. On the days where there is very little wind, sailors scan the becalmed lake looking for any ripples on the water. When located, the skipper changes direction and heads towards the disturbances to find the wind that is blowing there. The sails fill up and the boat receives the power to sail quickly towards its destination. Those who are successful in locating the disturbances on the water reach their destination and complete the race. They have embraced the wind, the changing winds. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, in Living the Science of Mind, says, keeping the goal in mind, refusing to be baffled or defeated, with uplifted thought and calm but definite purpose, we cannot fail. Often in life are upsets which bring disorder to our lives of presumed order. A natural human reaction is to seek order and resist the disorder, which is demanding a change in direction, continuing to muddle through and remain in the zone of comfort and ease. It is these moments of upset in the normal calm of everyday life that offer opportunity for change. They become openings that can set one sailing off into a new direction, propelled by creative energy of divine life. So just take a moment and reflect on an upheaval which has happened in your life and has allowed you to break through a change in the direction of your life, which has brought more happiness and freedom. You know, I was recently called by a friend of mine who I've known for 25 years. And she's amazing, and she's powerful, and she's loving and kind and generous. And she's also demanding and somebody that is always looking for integrity. And when it's not there, she's a demand that that place be returned to integrity. And for many years, she has supported me when I went to ministerial school, which I started in 2012. She was always there for me. She made dinners for me, and I would come over, and then what was ever left over, she would box up and put into a little care package for me to bring home. And even a couple of times she footed the bill for a class. And I just always had this sense that no matter what, I could come to her and ask for help or share something that was going on or the wonders of a class. There are so many wonderful classes. And so I would just share. And one day she came to me and she said, you know, I need to ask you not to share some things, particularly around a center that I went to previously, because there was some breakdown and some hardships and some things that went on that were hurtful, and it did actually break my heart open. It was very, very sad, and I had to step away from that community. And being the person that has been hearing, so much from me about this, particular story in my life in this center, and then for her to say that she couldn't hear it anymore, I was just like, wow, okay. And so I agreed with her, and I said, well, maybe we can put a little word like Smurf or something as a part of our conversation, because my life really is committed to Centers for Spiritual Living. It is my life. It is much of what I talk about and much of what I share with all of my friends. And I also understood that, she was kind of hurting too, because when all of this kind of came about in the center, she was also somebody that enjoyed and participated in that center and a member of that center. And so it broke her heart too. And I heard that and I agreed. I said, yes, I can do that. And although I never heard the word Smurf, I assumed I was doing a pretty good job of not sharing my life that was related to Centers for Spiritual Living. And recently, I just noticed when I was around her and we were having our dinners on Friday nights that there was still something going on. There was still something uncomfortable. There was something that wasn't being shared. And for me, part of that was I felt held back from sharing. I felt like I couldn't express myself fully and completely around my dear friend who had asked me not to share, which again was pretty challenging, given that this pretty much is my life. This is what I have dedicated my life to. And so I just recently, actually this last week, reached out to her and said, hey, can we get together and talk and maybe take a walk in the park and just see if we can't clear some more of this up, because I can tell that she's upset and I probably shared something that I shouldn't have at some point, and I'm not sure when and where. But the point is that our relationship is changing, and there is an opportunity for growth for both of us. So I want to make sure to spend some time with her and to listen and, to be available to hear what is, what's going on. And if there's some way that I have, stepped on her toes, and the chances are that I have, and something that I need to ask forgiveness for. And so I've set up a time with her, and that's what we're going to do. So there are things in our life, right? There are people, there are situations, there are moments, we're human beings. There's things that go on that, we know to some degree, because there's not that nice, comfortable place. There's something not quite right. And sometimes it takes stepping into that chaos or that storm to really go past whatever that is. So whatever we create comes to an end in one way or another. And it may cause grief or emotional pain and feelings of possibly injustice. If we understand how to surrender to love and to practice gratitude, we will overcome whatever challenging situations happen instead of being debilitated by them. We become the hero who can face any problem knowing that by the end, we'll resolve it. We can be the victim of circumstances or the hero in any situation. We get to choose. Freedom is the birthright of every individual. We are free to choose and create our experience of life. There's no simple way to respond to this disorder which forces us to reorder our lives and head into a new direction. Often we must reflect on what was good or helpful in the past. Otherwise, we may tend to spend our energy on resistance or reaction. The practice is to welcome these moments into our lives. And that can be the key to bringing us back to the place of acceptance, to surrender, which then allows the wind of change to blow us into a new direction and the creative power of the universe to propel us forward on this new path. In the science of mind, we have a correspondence to the phrase, keep calm and carry on. From the Bible, Psalms chapter 46, verse 10, be still and know that I am God. If we can think of peace in the midst of confusion or a storm, we will establish peace in our lives. Dr. Edward Veilleux, Centers for Spiritual Living's spiritual leader, says, being calm, loving, and centered and carrying on is not the same as being passive, giving up, or avoiding difficult situations. Serenity is not the opposite of engagement. Inner peace and courage are companions. We are called to be steadfast, strong, level-headed, and awake to that creative field we call mind, and to let it guide us to step boldly but calmly into life. So let us deepen our spiritual practices of welcoming everything into our life and seeing blockages and disappointments as opportunities, gratefully accepting them with an open heart. We surrender to the normal process of disorder, reorder, order, which then propels us forward into the direction of the vision for our lives, individually and collectively. Spiritual practices provide a way to embrace change with openness, with curiosity, with renewed commitment for life. And it opens the way for us to make choices which are in alignment with that vision. One spiritual practice is to practice and embrace this welcoming prayer, which allows us to move through resistance more easily and surrender, letting the creative energy of the universe to transform our lives. The welcoming prayer. Father Thomas Keaton's version. And just take a moment and listen from within. Welcome. 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 I welcome everything. I welcome everything that comes to me today because I know it is for my healing. I welcome all thoughts, feelings, emotions, persons, situations, and conditions. I welcome everything. I let go of my desire for power and control. I let go of my desire for affection, esteem, approval, and pleasure. I let go of my desire for survival and security. I let go of my desire to change any situation, condition, person, or myself. I open to the love and the presence of God and God's action within me. Amen. Another powerful spiritual practice which enables us to welcome change and to open us up to the awareness of our opportunities is the practice of heart-centered gratitude. Being grateful for each condition, person, and/or situation which arises in our lives can lead us to become more willing to embrace change. Imagine that wherever you see a light or some other object, that it is God. And feel a deep sense, a deep feeling of gratitude. Try it on for the next 7 days. Every time you see whatever that object that you choose, that you just feel within you a deep sense of gratitude. Notice what happens. Could be heaven right here on earth. God, Spirit, the divine love intelligence, whatever you choose to call it, is within each of us. This presence has never left us. It has never been lost. And we have never been damaged, abused, or misused in any way. While learning to turn to it in our moments of darkness, it is our saving grace. Our real opportunity and privilege is to develop a practice whereby we invited the Spirit into our conscious awareness every day. Never again do we need to go it alone. Never again do we need to fear not fitting in, or not belonging, or not knowing what decision is our best interest. So we just turn within now, recognizing that there is a divine love presence that created from itself, from its own magnificence, from its own life, from its own joy, absolutely everything. Everything. The storms, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, the beautiful giggles and the joy in a baby's eyes, the winds of change, the beautiful flowers of spring, the frigid cold of winter, the light, the dark, all of it. God is all that there is. And because there is only God, and that God created us, we must be that. We must be that which we were created from. We are love. We are joy. We are the light and the shadow. We are the storm and we are the calm. And we are that which God created us to be. All of the qualities of spirit reside within us. It is at the very source, it is the very creation of what we are, individually and collectively. All 8 billion of us, all the trees, all the birds, every raindrop, the sunlight, all of it is God. And so I know that we are created from this magnificence. And I know that we are ever evolving, ever expanding, ever exploring that great unknown. That we are creative, that we are ever expressing spirit as our lives. The thing itself moving in and through and as us. So we are love and we are joy. We are chaos and we are certainty and uncertainty. As human beings, we have all of that. As spiritual beings, we are godlings that can never be harmed or hurt or changed in any way. We are always unfolding that greater magnificence that is life, that is eternal, that is always unfolding greater and more love, more light, more joy. And so I am grateful to know this truth this day, that the winds of change move us into our greater vision. The winds of change have us release and let go of what no longer serves us. So this day, I accept these winds of change into my life. Stepping forward, taking that next step, whatever that next step that presents itself, no matter how difficult, no matter how joyful, no matter what it is, I embrace it. I step into it, knowing that I am fully supported taking that step, knowing that everything that I could possibly want or need is given to me as I make that step. And it feels so good to know that I am completely supported in every way. Everything that I could possibly need, want, or desire is given in that moment, in that step. That is the creative process. We treat and we move our feet. We treat and we take that next faith step, knowing that we are deeply, deeply cared for. We are God's beloveds. We are that which it created, and it gave us everything and continues to give us everything. So I stand in my faith. I stand in God. I stand in love, knowing it is all well, knowing no matter which direction that wind blows from, that I am moving into my greater vision, my greater beingness. And as I know all of this is true for me, I know that it is true for everyone, everywhere. And that just makes me smile. It raises me up. I feel the energy of absolute gratitude and love and joy and peace and harmony. And so with that, I simply release this word now into that creative medium that we call the law, into the soil in which that law, the soil then grows that in the highest order, in the best way for everyone, everywhere. And then I simply release it and let it go, for I know that it is done. It is done. It is complete. I feel it. I sense it. I know it. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
I call home right now all the pieces of myself. I call home right now all of me. I am here. I am now. I am home. I am home. I am. I call home right now all the pieces of myself. I call home right now all of me. I am here. I am now. I am home. I am home. I am. I call home right now all the pieces of myself. I call home right now all of me. I am here. I am now. I am home. I am home. I am. I call home right now all the pieces of myself. I call home right now all of me. I am here. I am now. I am home. I am home. I'm home. I am home. I'm home. I am home. I am.
I am home. Thank you, Carissa and Tony. So now is the time for our conscious giving. And as you will see on the screen, so I'm not going to repeat everything to you because you can see that for yourself. And there are several ways to provide your tithe or your gift to Centers for Spiritual Living Greater Dayton. You can mail it, you can text it, you can go to our website, and you can donate right now on Facebook. Just push that give or contribute, whatever that button says, just press that button. Your gift is very, very important. These have been challenging times, and the winds of change are coming about. So please, please give what you can, and if you can give a little bit more, please do that. It's really important for us to be doing what we're doing live and soon to be in person, and to bring the Science of Mind teaching to our community and our larger community and truthfully out into the world. So now please take your gift and place it over your heart and read out loud with me. Yeah, I won't be able to hear you, but I know this is what you're doing. Read out loud with me, The Millionaires of Genesis by Catherine Ponder. Divine substance cannot be withheld from us. and divine substance cannot be taken from us. We are the rich, radiant substance of the universe. We are master of substance, and we take control of substance in our thoughts, words, and actions now. Since divine substance owns all things, divine substance is the one and only reality in our financial affairs now. We praise our world as the perfect creation of divine substance, and we now see more financial income for ourselves and our center than we have ever seen before. We invite the power, the loving substance of the universe to pour out unlimited wealth upon us. We claim our millionaire heritage of increased health, happiness now. And now we have a few announcements from Becky.
Great. Thank you. Anytime I hear announcements, I think of Girl Scout camp, where they go announcements, announcements, announcements. So here you go. Announcements. Saturday, April 17th from 10 to 1 p.m. We need your help in cleaning up the interior of our building as we prepare for reopening soon. Come and enjoy safe gathering and bring your lunch if you'd like. Please mark your calendar for our town hall meeting on April 18th after service at 11:45, via Zoom. Please bring your ideas and questions as we work together to reopen our in-person Sunday service. We want to hear from you, so please join us. We have a class coming up. It is a certificated class called Exploring Roots of Science of Mind, and it will be taught by practitioner Andy Hawk. This is a transformational course and a fascinating journey through the minds of New Thought luminaries who greatly influenced Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science. So starting May 3rd, Monday evenings at 6:30 for 7 weeks, come and join Andy. I've had classes with her, and she's a delight, and this would be a good one. Please join Teresa Napke and Andy Ganan on the first Saturday of the month from 9 to 11 a.m. to care for our yard and flower beds. Thank you. That's from Teresa and Andy. More details are available in our weekly newsletter. If you'd like to receive our newsletter, please let Reverend Catherine know by leaving her a message or a text at 614-506-4261. If you would like prayer, our prayer line is 937-343-5855. Please call or text. For you can request prayer also on our website at www.cslgd.org. Please reach out to us. Our practitioners are here waiting to support you. It is an honor, truly, and a privilege to do that. So thank you. And I'll go back to Reverend Catherine.
Yeah, thank you, Becky. And let's bring the whole team on board. Let's thank the service team, Tony Bernardi and Krista Holmes, for our live music. Thank you to practitioner Becky Rogero Victor for her service and for providing the meditation. And thank you to practitioner emeritus Marge Russell for holding the high watch. Please thank Patrick and practitioner Andy on our audio video team for making the service possible on live and online today. Send them some love and praise on Facebook and on YouTube if that's where you are. And please share our page with your friends on both Facebook and on YouTube. I'd also like to give a special thanks to those of you that are here with us for the first time or that you haven't been here for a while and you've come back. Thank you so much for joining us. Please visit our website at www.cslgd.org for previous messages as well as our calendar of events and classes. We are really glad that you're here, and we want to be here for you. So please reach out to us and let us know that you're there, and get in touch with a practitioner or me or anybody that you want. Thank you again for being here. There is now a reservation link in our weekly e-newsletter to join us in person for Sunday services beginning May the 2nd. And through the month of May, we are going to limit our attendance to 25 people. So I'm going to ask you, please, 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 to go. There's a link out there. You select the link. It wants your name, your phone number, and your email, and that's it. And that's how you sign up. It's pretty simple, actually. So please know that these are kind of the winds of change. So we of course we want to do it perfectly and have everybody there. We don't want you to wait, and we don't want to turn you away, but at the same time, our sanctuary is small enough that we really cannot have any more than 25 people at this time. We will look more towards the end of May, what June may look like. Everything is very fluid, and so we're being very, very agile. So please, if you come May the 2nd, maybe you stay at home in your jammies and watch on May the 9th, allowing for others, to be able to come in as well. It's up to you, but please know that we're going to have a little reservation form. The greeter will be there, and she'll be checking you off as you come in. If there's not, if 25 people are not there, and a few minutes after the service starts, I'm thinking 5 minutes or so after the service starts, and not everybody that has signed up has come in, then we will invite you in, just so you know. But again, if there are 25 people there, I'm sorry, but at this time, we're just going to ask, to be patient with us and with this process of healing with the COVID stuff. So thank you. I appreciate your help and your support. And now for our affirmation. Say it out loud if you want to. I am consciously aware of the presence of spirit. Now, let's enjoy some music with Tony Bernardi and Carissa Holmes as we close our service.
Life gets crazy, life gets rough. I know we gotta hang on to each other now. Times are changing, times are tough. I know, let's remember what we came here for. You gotta tune into your heart today. I can't think of a better way to recall all the walls that had to fall for us all to be near in the here and now. And how we came here to love life. Da-da-da. We came here to love life. Through it all, opened up enough life. Da-da-da. 'Cause if you open up your heart and let it, life will love you back. Life will love you back. The current stirring up the stuff, that we left to sit on the bottom of the sea. And what you're doing never seems to be enough. You gotta do that thing that's yours to do. You gotta tune into your heart today. You know I can't think of a better way to recall all the walls that had to fall for us all to be near in the here and now. And how we came here to love life. Do-do-do. We came here to love life. Through it all, open up and trust life. Do-do-do. 'Cause if you open up your heart and let it, life will love you back. Life will love you back. If you let it in, life will love you back. Just open up your heart, a tiny little crack, and it'll love you back. We came here to love life. We came here to love life. Through it all, open up and love life. 'Cause if you open up your heart and let it, just let it. And if you open up your heart, your neighbor will open their heart too. And if you open up your heart and let it, life will love you back. Life will love you back.